Yuki Tsunoda's Friday practice session at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix ended in dramatic fashion, capturing the attention of fans and teams alike. The Jeddah Corniche circuit is known for its high speeds and unforgiving walls, and it proved to be a tough challenge for the young driver. With just a few minutes remaining in the second free practice session, Tsunoda lost control of his RB19 and crashed heavily, bringing his promising run to an abrupt halt. The incident occurred at the final corner, a notoriously tricky section of the track where many drivers have struggled in the past. Tsunoda's car snapped out of control and slammed into the wall, leaving little chance for recovery. The impact caused significant damage to the RB19, with the front suspension and bodywork visibly destroyed. Debris scattered across the circuit, making it clear that repairs would be extensive. As a result, the session was immediately red flagged, forcing all drivers back to the pits and ending practice earlier than scheduled. The marshals quickly moved in to clear the wreckage and ensure the track was safe. For Tsunoda, the crash was a deeply frustrating end to what had been a very promising session. He had shown impressive pace and looked set to challenge the top 10, but his disappointment was clear as he walked away from the damaged car. Earlier in the session, Tsunoda had set competitive lap times, demonstrating both speed and confidence on the challenging street circuit. His performance suggested he was finding a strong rhythm and building momentum for the weekend. Now, however, the crash has raised serious concerns about his preparations for the rest of the race weekend. The team will need to assess not only the car's condition, but also Tsunoda's confidence heading into qualifying and the race. The Red Bull mechanics face a race against time to repair the extensive damage. Every minute counts as they work to rebuild the car and ensure it meets the strict safety and performance standards required for Formula One. The team will be working late into the night, determined to get Tsunoda back on track for the remaining practice and qualifying sessions. Their efforts will be crucial in giving him the best possible chance to recover and deliver a strong performance for the rest of the weekend. In the aftermath of the crash, Yuki Tsunoda was quick to step forward and take full responsibility for what happened on track. There was no hesitation in his words as he faced the media, showing a level of maturity that is sometimes rare in such a high-pressure environment. He openly admitted to pushing the car beyond its limits, trying to extract every bit of performance, but ultimately overstepping the fine line between control and disaster. "It was my mistake," Tsunoda said after the session, not shying away from the truth. He made it clear that the error was his alone, taking the pressure off his team and engineers. "I just lost the rear at the exit of the corner," he explained, describing how the car suddenly snapped away from him, leaving no chance to recover. Tsunoda was visibly upset as he apologized to his team for the extra workload his mistake had caused, knowing how hard the AlphaTauri mechanics would now have to work to repair the car in time. The crash put significant extra pressure on the mechanics, who were already under tight deadlines ahead of such an important race weekend. Every minute counted as they rushed to get the car back in shape. Despite the setback, Tsunoda's honesty and willingness to accept blame are truly commendable. It's not easy to admit fault in front of the world, but he did so with humility and respect for his team. This attitude is a testament to his character and his commitment to growing as a driver. He knows that learning from mistakes is crucial in Formula One. Incidents like this serve as a powerful reminder of the fine margins that define success and failure in Formula One. The difference between a perfect lap and disaster can be just a fraction of a second. Even the smallest error, a slight misjudgment, or a momentary lapse in concentration can have significant consequences for both driver and team. But Tsunoda is determined not to let this setback define his weekend. He's already focused on learning from the incident and coming back stronger. With renewed determination, he will aim to deliver a strong performance in the remaining sessions, hoping to turn this difficult moment into a valuable lesson for the future. Red Bull team principal Christian Horner remained supportive of Tsunoda despite the crash. He acknowledged Tsunoda's strong pace earlier in the session. Horner emphasized the importance of learning from mistakes. He expressed confidence in Tsunoda's ability to recover. "These things happen," Horner commented. "Yuki has shown great speed this weekend. I'm sure he'll bounce back stronger." Horner's words will come as a reassurance to Tsunoda. They highlight the team's belief in his potential. Despite the setback, Red Bull remains focused on a strong showing in Saudi Arabia. While Red Bull was busy dealing with the aftermath of Tsunoda's crash, their focus shifted to repairing the damage and analyzing what went wrong. The incident left the team with plenty of work to do, and it was clear that their practice sessions were disrupted, giving their rivals a potential advantage heading into the weekend. In contrast, McLaren enjoyed a remarkably smooth and successful Friday practice. The atmosphere in their garage was upbeat, with the team working seamlessly together and the drivers showing real confidence on the track. Their preparations seemed to pay off, as both cars looked well balanced and quick right from the start of the session. Lando Norris, in particular, was in top form. He topped the timesheets in free practice too, setting the fastest lap and sending a clear message to the rest of the paddock that McLaren means business this weekend. His performance was met with cheers and high fives from the team, reflecting their growing confidence. Meanwhile, his teammate Oscar Piastri was not far behind. Piastri's consistent pace and ability to extract performance from the car showed that McLaren has two strong drivers ready to challenge at the front. The duo worked closely with the engineers, reviewing data and fine-tuning their setups for maximum performance. Throughout both practice sessions, the McLaren cars looked quick, composed, and impressively stable through the fast corners. Their pace was evident not just in the lap times, but also in the way the cars handled the challenging Saudi circuit, giving the team plenty of reasons to be optimistic. McLaren's strong performance suggests they could genuinely be a threat to Red Bull this weekend. With both cars showing competitive speed, the team is in a prime position to challenge for top spots and potentially upset the usual order at the front of the grid. The team has made significant progress since last season, working tirelessly over the winter to improve their car's performance and reliability. Their efforts are clearly paying off, as the gap to the front runners continues to shrink. Now, as we move into the 2025 season, McLaren appears to have carried that momentum forward. The team's energy and determination are palpable, and both drivers seem eager to build on their early success. The battle for the front of the grid is wide open, with McLaren, Red Bull and Ferrari all looking strong. This sets the stage for an exciting and unpredictable race weekend where anything could happen at the sharp end of the field. With their impressive start, McLaren will be looking to capitalize on their momentum and turn their practice pace into a strong qualifying and race result. The team and their fans have every reason to be excited for what's to come. Despite Tsunoda's crash and McLaren's impressive pace, Red Bull remains confident. Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, showed strong form in both practice sessions, and he will be aiming to challenge for victory in Jeddah. The team is aware of the challenges ahead, but they are determined to fight for every point. Red Bull has a history of overcoming adversity, and they'll be hoping to do so again this weekend in Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix promises to be a thrilling race. The stage is set for a fascinating battle between Red Bull and their rivals.